We got to totally restock, big shopping trip, $200 every 2 weeks on pay period, right? I spend about $100 a week.
This is insane. $7? Potentially.
For 1 pound of ground beef is now more than the federal minimum wage, guys.
In Texas and DFW specifically, where are we shopping for our groceries? Because I went to HEB this week and spent, I kid you not, almost $300 on groceries, and it's maybe enough to feed my family for the week. Used to, I could go and buy groceries and it would last me at least 2 weeks. It was breakfast, lunch, dinner. We make our dinner at home. We don't go eat out a lot because, you know, who has money for that anymore? Explain to me how $300 worth of groceries gets you basically nothing now. And I'm talking like basic stuff. We don't even get like a ton of packaged snacks and all that kind of stuff. It is simple things.
I just want to say that these grocery prices are so ridiculous, and it's really starting to piss me off because it feels like all of our extra income is going straight to groceries. I mean, we were spending before like $150 a week on a family of 4 for groceries. Now we're pushing $400 plus a week for groceries. The cost of meat is absolutely insane. We used to be able to get a pack of ground beef for like $6 or something like that. Now I went to Walmart today. It was $17 for a pack of ground beef to make some tacos. Like, what?
So we all know that we're paying more at the grocery store every single week that we go, but besides just inflation, there are some other things at play here. Before I get into the 3 other reasons why grocery prices are going up, look at what other people are paying right now when they go to the store.
How is this $140? Like, this isn't even really any meals. This is barely anything to make a meal. Why?
When I was a kid, I used to help my mom grocery shop, and if my memory serves me correctly, she would spend about $200 every 2 weeks. So I think like $100 a week, and that's for a family of 5, and that was like a big restock. Like, the house is empty, got to totally restock, big shopping trip, $200 every 2 weeks on pay period, right? I spend about $100 a week for myself alone. And that is not including any produce, fruits and vegetables. And I'm a vegan, so that's like primarily what I eat because I get all of that from a charity. So the $100 a week is on just everything else, the staples like condiments and like oil to cook with and rice and beans and tofu and things that, you know, that don't grow from the earth directly. Anything extra is about $100 a week. That's crazy. That's crazy. Is that not crazy? And I primarily shop at a discount grocery store. So that $100 is not even going to like a chain grocery store or like Whole Foods or anything where stuff is expensive. It's a discount store where they get everything secondhand that's like about to expire or has like damaged packaging or the cans are dented. Like, I'm not living bougie over here. Like, I am pinching my pennies as best as I can, and it's still that expensive. And my mom didn't have to pay an internet bill or a cell phone bill or streaming services. And then even when we did get internet, it was like $12 to $19 a month. I'm paying $130 a month for internet, and it's the only internet provider in my area. So I have no other options. Shit is getting so expensive. This is so not sustainable. This is just not sustainable. This is crazy.
So I'm at the store, right? I had the Dr. Pepper 0-calorie cream soda. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's so good. Went to the store, I'm like, okay, let me try it. Let me get it. When did soda be turned into an $11 investment? For a 12-pack? $11.99 is actually insane. And then they want to hit me with buy 2, get 1 free. This is actually insane. This is insanity. And then I'm like, okay, let me get a liter. When did that become What? $3? I remember this used to be 99 cents. $3 is insane. I'm debating, like, do I still get it? I haven't had it in a long time. Like, I really don't need it. But I'm in, like, man, it was good.
So I went to the grocery store today, and I had just gone to buy some heat and serve dinners from the deli because I'm going to be working a lot over the next couple days, and I know I'm going to be eating on the run, and I refuse to purchase from like corporations in the frozen section. Plus they have a lot of chemicals, but I didn't pick up much. I got a couple packages for Monday because we're doing a cookout for firecracker Brussels sprouts, which is one of my favorite side dishes. And I got 2 packages of those because of how many people we're going to be at the cookout. And then I got a pork tenderloin with mashed potatoes, which was just 1 scoop of mashed potatoes and some gravy on that. I got a crab rangoon and egg roll package. I bought 2 dips, a Bexy corn dip and a spinach artichoke dip from the deli. And then I bought some corn chips, and it cost me $60. I absolutely do not know how any family is making it these days. I am thankful that I did fill my freezer last year, and I haven't been wanting to eat a lot lately, so it's still full, and it'll be full for a while. I will go through it over this next year, but anything like I need milk or cheese or any of that stuff, I go to Aldi usually. But today I just wanted deli food, and Aldi doesn't really have that. So I can't imagine what it's like for a family of 4 with growing children right now, because that shouldn't have been $25-30 at the max for what I bought today, and it was $60. And with prices doubled what they used to be, and sometimes almost tripled, feeding a family of 4 has got to be almost impossible, or more kids.
When did chocolate chips get so expensive? That is insane. Kroger brand, off-brand, used to be $1.99 a bag. Insane. Absolutely crazy. Ghirardelli bags. $11.99, $11.49. Kroger. Regular size. $4.29. Toll House. Big bags, large bags. $12.99.
This is insane. $7 for 10 slices of cheese? I need to get the out of the US.
Going through the Chick-fil-A drive-thru right now, and it's just me. My kids are grown, and I got myself a Cobb salad. No egg, no bacon. Not a fan of the egg and bacon. I got myself a small frosty lemonade. So a frosty lemonade and a Cobb salad. $30. What in the world? I don't know how I would have done it if I would have had my kids now, because I cannot do it when it's just me and I'm ordering just a salad for myself. I mean, I can't even imagine if I had my kids in 2025, my little kids, and trying to go through a drive-through. I really am sending blessings to all the parents out there and all the single moms. It's hard out there.
Husband are at our local mom and pop grocery store just getting some meat for supper, and can you just look at the prices of this meat? I think it's getting about time to have our own cow processed. Oh my god. The meat prices like in your area, because that is insane.
Get a cow processed?
I guess so. That's stupid though.
That will do it.
What world are we living in? Because there's no way. $8.29? No freaking way. $10 for Fruit Loops? Like, what do you mean? 12 ounces of cereal. There's no way. Fruit Loops is 10 for 8 ounces. For 8 ounces, $10. No, that's crazy. Damn. The fruity, no. The fruity, these Honey Nut Cheerios are $10.
Ain't no way. Ain't no. That. You serious?
I know that I've become desensitized to the cost of groceries. However, sometimes it catches me off guard, and today was one of them. I bought 2 bags of groceries, stuff to make meals for tonight and then meals for tomorrow because we have a snow day, and also just like extra things. And some of the things were kind of expensive, right? I've got like splurged on Halo Top, I got some beef bouillon, I got some butter, I got some actual salad and like food, but like, tell me my shock when I was like mentally prepared for like $100, right? It was $175. $175. And I feel like, yes, I got some staples, and yes, I got things to make 2 meals worth, which we'll have leftovers with. $175 with no alcohol blows my mind. Absolutely blows my mind. And I just don't understand how some people pay and buy groceries. I just don't. I'm very fortunate. Me and my partner work really hard. We have money. We can buy groceries. However, I'm somebody who doesn't think often about like the price of things because I'm lucky enough to be in a place where I make more than I have for bills, and I'm still blown away. So I cannot even fathom if it was like back in my childhood, back when we had like nothing or we were on food stamps. Even then, like, is food stamps even like keeping up with the prices of groceries? Like, it blows my mind. It absolutely blows my mind. Anyway, this is my video that for some reason, people will probably write nasty comments about how food isn't that expensive. But like, I don't know, I feel fortunate but sad for people who don't have the means and what they must have to do to make ends meet. Anyway.
Guys, I think I'm crashing out. This is the indicator of the recession. You can't tell me toothpaste is all $7, $7, $7, $7, $10. Like, dude.
I'm sure you guys have seen these steak trucks at your local malls and parking lots advertising cheap steak. 20, 30 ribeyes for $30 or $40. I'm here to tell you that it's junk and to stay away from them. And to prove to you that it's junk, I went out and I bought a box of these cheap steaks. Let me show you what we got. This is what you get in your box of ribeye steaks. This was 20 ribeye steaks for $40, and look how small and thin these guys are. This is not a dinner steak. Next, let me show you the ingredients list, which is kind of weird on its own because why does a steak even have an ingredients list? It's showing that these were tenderized with bromelain, and for your ingredients, there is beef, water, rice starch, salt, plum juice concentrate, which probably is there to give them a better color. The funny part about these steaks is that it's kind of promoted as a deal, right? 20 ribeyes for $40. The weight of this with all these additives is a little bit over 4 pounds. So it comes out to roughly $10 per pound for this mystery meat. If you go online or to your local butcher, grocery store, anywhere, you can find choice ribeye steaks, an actual steak that's just beef with no other additives for about the same price. So when you kind of break it down that way, this is not a deal. Now, since I bought this box of meat, let's actually throw these on the grill and see what they taste like. It smells very salty. Doesn't really smell like beef. I'm gonna leave 2 of these steaks unseasoned just so I can actually see what that meat tastes like, and 2 I'm gonna season with my all-purpose rub. Another way these steak trucks try to scam you is they will try to upsell you when you go there. The guy took out another box of steaks. He had fillets, New York strips, ribeyes, kind of more of a regular thickness, but still super low quality. And the price on that was over $600. And he's like, you know, if you buy it today, you get this truck special. It's only $3.99. And I'll throw in the 20 ribeyes for free. So please just stay away. Don't fall for it. It's all a scam. It is not worth it. Since these steaks are super thin, cooking them on a skillet or a griddle is probably the way to go, but cooking them over charcoal will probably make them taste better. So that's what I'm gonna do. Right over the coals. I went about a minute or so per side. These steaks are done. Cooked smell test. it's a little bit off. It doesn't really smell like grilled meat. You can smell the charcoal, smell that char, but you don't really smell that kind of grilled beef flavor like I would expect. Let's try this unseasoned one first. It's super bland. I mean, this was unseasoned, but it doesn't really have that kind of beefy flavor. Like, it's almost like eating nothing. It's not, doesn't have a bad taste, just almost like a no taste. Next, let's try the seasoned piece. It's just my seasoning. I can only taste my seasoning, a little bit of the char flavor, but again, no meat, no beef taste at all. This is definitely not worth getting. If you do end up with a box of this mystery meat, maybe you end up buying it or, I don't know, get it as a gift. My solution for cooking this is to chop it up, maybe make like cheesesteaks or a steak sandwich. You know, when I get steaks, I want that meaty, beefy flavor, where this doesn't have any of that. So that's why you got to add more stuff to make it taste good. It's got all these additives and other stuff in that solution. So ideally, you just want to stay away from it. Go to your local grocery store, go online. You can find actual real beef without all this garbage in it, and you're going to be much better off. Let me see if Jax wants some. You want a piece of this mystery meat, buddy? And you'll probably eat it. Yep, that's gone.
The price for 1 pound of ground beef is now more than the federal minimum wage, guys. How crazy is this? And like, how far are they going to let these grocery prices get before they realize that regular people can just not afford this crap? Like, right now, let's do a comparison. Let's use like a couple big chains at where I live. I'm on the West Coast. So we've got like Albertsons, we've got Vons, we've got Stater Brothers, which I think is kind of like a West Coast thing. All of those are about twice the price of an Aldi, a Walmart, a Winco, a Safeco, or a Heb, or like a Food for Less if you have that. So I will tell you that of all the places that I'm shopping right now, Aldi happens to be my favorite. And no, they don't have everything. And Aldi is like the great value brand at Walmart. That's all they have in the whole store is the Aldi brand. So there's not as much selection, but I like a lot of the stuff that they have there. So I did a price comparison out here. Stater Brothers, which is down the street from me, has amazing butcher department. The meat department is great. So I went and bought my weekly groceries there, $240. Next week, compared it, same level of groceries, $117 at Aldi. So it's completely insane. I think these big chains like Albertsons, Vons, Staters are going to have major financial problems in the future because you can't keep charging people double for what they can literally get across the street and have people keep paying it. Yes, in wealthy neighborhoods, people are going to pay that. Yeah, you're still going to have them do fine in those areas. But for the majority of Americans, if they have any kind of a choice where they can drive up to a half an hour, they're not buying these crazy expensive grocery store brands anymore. Let me know, like, where are you going that's like really affordable groceries that you actually find like it's clean enough and decent enough that you can go there on a regular basis and you actually like it? Because I don't know how these chains think they're going to survive, but they've gone nuts with how much they're charging people.
Fast food places have really lost the god, because tell me why I went to Burger King and a Whopper meal was $15. I could get actual food for $15. Like, my local pho place has giant bowls of soup made with actual ingredients that taste good, that someone took time and care to make, and that's like $18. It's almost $15. For $15, I expect an almost premium product. A Whopper is not a premium product. A Whopper is something that I would feed to like a pig. A Whopper meal should be like $8 maximum. The sandwich alone should be like $4. The entire point of fast food was that it was cheap. That's why everyone puts up with it being terrible. Their whole business model is like, yeah, it's slop, but we give it to you in 5 seconds and it's $2. So everyone's like, okay, I guess that's fine for $2. If you get rid of it being cheap, what do you have left? You just have slop. It's like fast food places want to ascend into being like a premium restaurant, but they're upgrading everything except for the food. They'll upgrade their prices. They'll upgrade their buildings to be all boring and corporate. They'll upgrade their branding to not be colorful and fun anymore. They'll do anything except for actually give you a good burger. And they think between that and the brand loyalty people have, they can trick us into paying $15 for some slop. I think they're in for a rude awakening. I think they have completely lost touch with why people are buying fast food. This is not going to end well for them, especially as the economy continues to go down and people have less and less money. Burger King, McDonald's, everyone, stop playing with these damn prices. You might be milking it now, but it's going to hit a breaking point. People aren't going to put up with it anymore unless you upgrade your product.
So I just got back from the grocery store and we are officially almost at $10 for a bag of tortilla chips. It was $7.50. If you add the tax, that's about $8 here in the state of Florida. It was the family size bag. It was a big chunkus of potato chips, but tortilla chips, that's like the cheapest kind of chip you can manufacture, correct? It's getting to the point where I'm not even shocked anymore. Is this a recession indicator? I mean, is there some sort of bag of chips index? That is a marker of not good things to come. I'm curious, what are some other things that you've seen lately at the store that have just blown your mind? To this day, the craziest thing I've seen in this past year is my $14 cabbage. I don't think that can be surpassed. That's like a Guinness World Record. Something so insanely expensive, you can't even be upset. Did I still buy the cabbage? Yes. Was my okonomiyaki delicious? Also yes. But was it worth $14? Not entirely sure about that one. So tell me, what's the craziest thing you've bought lately? Because I feel like we're in a grocery bubble. If I'm at the point where I'm considering making my own tortilla chips, something is terribly wrong.
This is the hidden reason your grocery prices have been going up so much. Check this out.
The holy grail for a long time has been, what if we could charge every single person the maximum amount that we know they're able to or willing to pay?
They know things about us that we don't know. They're smarter than us, and we're training them in a way that is incalculable.
Walk into any grocery store, and on average, everything is about 30% more expensive than it was in 2020.
Inflation, supply chains,
Tariffs. We've heard it all. But what if something else is happening? Something intentional. What if someone is charged $2 for these eggs, but another person is charged $2.40 at the same exact store? And it's pushing prices up. 5 months ago, a researcher reached out to me about Instacart. She'd been studying their Washington, D.C. workforce. Different pay for nearly identical work. Her question, if they do this to workers, what about consumers? Before joining More Perfect Union, I worked in grocery pricing, so I agreed to help investigate. The problem? It wasn't easy to test. Grocery prices change all the time, for legitimate reasons. Receipts you can't compare. If we wanted to do this, we'd need a team. A researcher, community organizers, other journalists, and most importantly, regular people who care. Lots of them. 5 months of digging, what we found is bigger than Instacart. Yes, inflation is real, but something else has been pushing prices higher this whole time. There's a system, one that grocery stores and tech companies built together. It learns from every purchase.
It's not just online. It's in the physical stores you walk into, with the primary goal, maximize profit.
Day by day, it's moving billions of dollars, one penny at a time.
Here's how we uncovered it, how it's turning the grocery business into a gold mine, and why, without regulation, your